Right, welcome back to Another Knowledge. In this one, just taking a look at this first of all, right, which is Prince Andrew heckled at there's a news story. Two men charged of alleged assault of Prince Andrew heckler, right. So look at the heckler idea, right. It's basically the hex in the CK, right. So it's like it's a recorded thing already. But there's a lot of code in this story, right. As you can see there, right. The hex 222, the hex. A lot of code in it. And you call him sick old man, see. So again, it's probably code in that as well, sick old man. Like the sort of idea of the new man and the old man type of thing. So they were doing this sort of changing of the God type of thing. So it's like the sick old man being replaced by the new. See what I mean? It's like a metaphor for what they're doing. They're getting rid of the old race and replacing it with a new race. Right? And the 22-year-old man. Of course, a drama. See? Yeah. And yeah, we're going here. The suspects, both 34, right? So obviously 2 sevens, right? Yeah, the 22, right? And 2 men are being charged. So there's a lot of 6 and 7 all right. The 2 men are being charged, right? Let's see, 12th of September, right? So again, your 3 and your 777 and your 7. Your 2 sevens there, another 7 there. So again, 777, right? 5 and 2. So the whole thing was just a made up thing, 33,000 people fled through St. Giles Cathedral. So total hex all around this. This was just a contrived little drama to sort of, basically remind people of why, as I've done that video before, they call this one to make the brothers look, daft or bad, so the other brother looks better, see. So of course they call this one a pedo or something, to make you can't have a pedo as a king. So the other one's a better alternative to have as a king. See what I mean? It's that simple, total hex all around. Now it brings the William the Conqueror. First thing you notice here, read Falliers, false. False. Read. There's the her, like the hero type of idea, read. The her, the hero. Whenever a hero in all the stories, it's a her. See what I mean? The masculine hero is always a her. William the Conqueror. The Norman conquest. Of course, that stuff is pretty suspect, just the same as the Romans. Basically, the Roman and the Norman is not, isn't any difference, right? And the 1066, to see, very, very good date, for a lot of reasons in that. So I'm betting this is basically a false piece of history as well, right? Of course, Gwilym, right? Interesting little thing here, right? The foundation number 166 is apparently 4, right? 4 the Dalit. God, God's number type of thing. Of course, 166, if you add it up, is the 13. So that's 1 and 3, which is 4. Dalet. Composed of the digits 1 and 6. Of course, a lot of hex and then a bit of 7 and 6. So it becomes the 7 and 6 idea. So you could basically interpret 166 as the sort of Masonic G itself. Read. Of course, read. The 6, like that. And then the 7 in there. Read. Of course, the 7th letter. So the 6 and the 7, read. Of course, confusion. Small letter J with macron. Meaning behind the Masonic G symbolizes God. Of course, a condition of confusion or disarray. A similar phrase to set the world on 6 and 7 used by Geoffrey Chaucer. That seems to be what they're up to. See, set the world on 6 and 7. Create confusion everywhere and all that. Right? It's about William the Conqueror. Right? So obviously you've got the con. Right? And you've got the male, right? As we've seen this one a few times before, right? The backwards male, right? The backwards male type of idea, right? And the will, obviously the the will type of thing, and the I am, see, I am the James, again the I am type of code, right? The bastard Duke, and of course there's a 7, right? And there's a D for Dalet, and the T. Of course, this is the embroidery thing. Another 7 there, like a nice big 7. They're full of codes, obviously. Ethel. Of course, the king's called Ethel. Ethel's basically a woman's name, isn't it? There's the Magnificent Seven. See, Robert the Magnificent Seven. $10.27. Again, a 777 idea. See, like a 3 7s idea, and your 3 6s idea. See, you got your 777 and 666 here, like. Judy for Brittany. Obviously a lot of funny codes in all this stuff, right? The Conan, as in Conan the, what do you call it? Conan the Barbarian. So all codes. You will see, we going back to that COVID-19 thing, right? We see a lot of conquered in their relation to the COVID-19. Don't need to conquer COVID-19. Conquer coronavirus, see, look at the thing he's holding there. 2 conquers type of thing, looks like 2 testicles type of thing, right? So this could basically be a testicle type of metaphor, right? What we're doing to conquer the sort of testicles, right? Which is obviously, you know what I mean, to stop new births and that, you know, like destroy the birth rate and that, because obviously, again, going back to that Prince Philip idea, where he said he wanted to come back as a deadly virus and lower the birth rates or something, right? So basically, you could be looking at the coronavirus picture representing testicles, right? As you can see, they're using a lot of conquer here, right, in relation to the COVID. They already conquered COVID. Obviously, there's a few pictures for this, right? That one's obviously in a nice little hex, right? Yeah. This one here, a nice set of T's. A nice lot of T's there, like. But, yeah, that one certainly looks like a conker. If you see them conker nutshells will fall out the trees, right? And I certainly noticed at the time, not exactly when it was, a couple of years ago now, wasn't it? Yeah. I noticed that all the conkers were falling out the trees around about the same time as when they were doing this hex on the news and that. So I sort of made a mental note, and I noticed the similarity between the conkers and the symbol what they were using for this. You need that without one, is it? That totally looks like two conkers, or also two testicles. And here, yeah, again, that one does. And that one does. No doubt about the appearance of like a conker, thing, right? So here we go, the conker shells. Right. As you see there, that type of spike, they've got the spike stick in it. There you go. See what I'm saying? The conker, basically looking like the COVID symbol, isn't it? Of course, when they come out, you get the little seed out or whatever. It's like this. Right? And that could be interpreted as something and all, couldn't it? Really, but need out, worked out basically to be like that, right? There you go. And there's one with a spiky outer casing, and inside is the brown seed or whatever you call it. So they doubt about the resemblance, right? Horse chestnut, eh? Spiky husks. Long legendary chestnut trees, right? 100 horse chestnut in eastern Sicily. Few things come from there, like in this sort of background knowledge. And interesting, the horse, the conquered idea on the horse, right? That's very interesting, right? A magical chestnut tree, witches and wizards type of thing, right?